Welcome to our R.I.S.E speaker series. I'm Logan Carter with National Amateur Sports. Today we have Wake Forest quarterback Sam Hartman. Sam, let's start off by talking about high school football first. I saw some of your highlights on YouTube, and you were dropping dimes just like you were at Wake Forest this past year. And so, for the students that are watching, what are some of the steps you took to get better every day, which led to you becoming a quarterback in the ACC?
I think really at a young age, I just kind of knew what I wanted to do. You get a goal. I mean, you get an idea that I wanted to play college football, and kind of hit me around my eighth grade to freshman year. I didn't really know what sport I wanted to play, what I really want to do, and it really just hit me then. I was just like, if I want to play at the next level, I gotta consistently work every single day, and it took time. Like I still work at every single day. I'd say get 1% better. And I think that was one of the mindsets. And there were a lot of setbacks in between, but I think the biggest thing was just having a goal in mind. And there was, not trying to, hey, I can't be a starting college quarterback in one day, but I knew, just every day putting in the work and putting in consistent steps. You're trying to climb Mount Everest per se. You just take one step at a time. And I kind of took it with that approach, and it helped me a lot. So I think biggest thing was just having a goal, like an end goal in mind.
That's awesome. And you reached that end goal. And I know you had several offers back in high school. And, besides the football aspect, education at Wake is another static note to point out. So how did that kind of help the decision process of where to go for football in school?
I think I just knew, like, a lot of people had told me that went before me were just, big on, if football went away, like, what are you going to have, because that easily can go away. And luckily I've been blessed to be able to keep playing and still am playing. But it was just a decision of, Wake's going to set me up in the future. If football stops for me and I'm not playing anymore, I can, go to that school and enjoy it. And with the classes and how well they do up there, it was huge for me. And that, started in high school and realizing I got to do well in high school on the field and off the field in the classroom. And it really helped, like you kind of push yourself in sports so much. You're like, whatever, school. But, at the end of the day, you got to do both, because once you get to Wake, or really anywhere in the country, you can't really slack off. You got to, give 110 and on the field and off the field.
There was a quarterback battle last year at Wake. And I think the thing that we admire is that you see in high school, you see in college, people transferring because of the depth chart or playing time, certain things like that. But kind of walk me through your mentality and mindset while at Wake. So, Newman was a quarterback last year, but you gave him such encouragement. And then when the time was right for you, you go out there and you win that Florida State game when they needed you the most.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was tough at first. It definitely wasn't right away, mindset. It took me probably 5 weeks to really settle back in. You work for in 6 months to be told you're second best at what you're trying to be first best at. So it took a while, but luckily just our coaching staff and the players were all behind me, and they kind of knew, like, hey, like, I'm pissed. Like, I want to be playing. You always want to be playing. But it definitely, I learned probably more just like what it takes to really be a quarterback and what it takes to be a leader of a team. And I think I just knew, at the end of the day, I was going to have to play at some point. And if I wasn't ready, I knew I'd be more upset about that aspect than, not playing at all. And so it's just another day by day process of, attacking every day like I was a starter, and just wait my turn. And it fortunately, and I got some, playing time and tried to make the most of it. But it definitely has prepared me for this year to just kind of go in and realize that these opportunities are very few, and, capitalize them when I can.
So you're already bringing up this upcoming season. So what can we expect from the Demon Deacons? I know it's weird not doing, training camp and all that kind of sorts of things, but, what have you been doing to prepare for the season, and what can we expect?
I mean, I think for me, one of the big things was just weight. So I put on a few pounds. And then really off the field is just trying to be the best leader I can. Um, there's a kind of a thing I've been looking at is like being stoic in all my actions. So just very level-headed, highs, lows, everything in between is, as a quarterback, everything, eyes are always on you, good, bad, ugly. And so it's just, for me, it was just taking that mindset of this year is no matter how high we go and no matter how low we go, I'm just going to remain constant in, my quest to, get 1% better every day and push my guys around me, and just know that for the guys on the team, there's always somebody that's just going to be level-headed and just be there for guys, and then just put the Wake Forest program, and as my dog tries to get in the frame here, just you realize as a freshman you come in and play and you're like, oh, like this is awesome, but you don't really understand like what it really takes, and the hours of film, the coaches that you're feeding their families if you go out and win a game pretty much. And I didn't really realize that then, and I wasn't mature enough. And I think now going into this, third year, I think I realized that, like, the whole Wake Forest University and, coaches, players, their livelihood is pretty much on the line for me to go out and perform. And I like that pressure, and I think I'm going to use that to my advantage when I'm working out. When I want to do, another rep or another set, I'm going to kind of help that push me, and just, Demon Deacons, we're going to be coming, and we're ready to go, and we're excited. And whenever we get back, we're going to push each other and hopefully have a great year.
So before we wrap up, you're talking about the quarterback. It all falls on you. So what's one word of advice or maybe one sentence advice as a leader that you would give to somebody that's watching today?
If I'm thinking one sentence, one word, I got like 1,000 now. I think I'd go anything. All right. I think the biggest thing is like every single day that if your goal is to be the best quarterback you can possibly be, we'll do this. I'm stealing this from Kobe Bryant. Every day, if your goal at the end, you find that what we first talked about, that where you want to be, and that's to say your goal is to be the best quarterback you can possibly be. It takes countless hours that a lot of people don't see, and like I've heard before, and like some of the guys I've been working with down here, we say the board man gets paid. Kawhi Leonard said it, and he's talking about rebounds. We changed it to board, B-O-R-E-D, the board man. It's really those meticulous things that you can do daily: stretching, eating, sleep, watching tape. In high school, it's getting with your receivers, knowing the playbook, staying out of trouble off the field. Those little things that add up that you can control, I think is one of the word of advice. That was way too long of a thing, but it's just a constant process that if your end goal is here, there's not like 1, 2, 3. It's 1 million different things that you can be doing throughout that time that you just need to focus in on, and make schedules, write down things, and go from there. That wasn't a very good one, but it works.
No, that's great advice, and I think it'll definitely apply to a lot of athletes and football players that watch us. But I really appreciate you coming on here, and I hope you wish you the best this upcoming season. Hopefully we get to have a football season.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Well, make sure to tune in again on Thursday at 2 as Joe Davis from Fox Sports joins the show. We will see you next time.